College basketball front and center this Saturday. It's the first Saturday in nearly half a year, almost 6 months since we don't have college or pro football, and we're going to take advantage of some big college basketball games. In fact, I've got the three biggest games on the board, three top 25 matchups, free plays coming up with analysis right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down the three biggest matchups this weekend in college basketball. My college basketball top 25 report. We're in the heart of January, the heart of conference play, and this is a great time to make some money with college hoops. And I'm doing this video on Friday evenings. I'll be doing it each week going forward for you for Saturday's biggest games. Make sure you click subscribe and you click that bell here on Wager Talk TV. When you subscribe, click that bell for an instant alert so you know when this video goes up each and every week on Friday night into Saturday for your top 25 action. And by the way, the lines are just coming out. I'm recording this at 6 o'clock Eastern Friday night. I'm using the Odds Logic live odds screen, and you'll see FanDuel and DraftKings, kind of the two front runners. Bookmaker Bet Online also starting to post some numbers. And by the way, if you'd like to try 7 days of Odds Logic for free, use this link to go directly to the site, oddslogic.com/SM. Once again, oddslogic.com/SM. That is the actual free live odds, injuries, and real-time score site that I use and the sportsbooks use. A little industry secret behind the counter as well. oddslogic.com/SM if you want to try it for 7 days free. All right, let's start with your three top 25 matchups, and they're all in the evening card, so you have plenty of time to get on board here. First game goes at 6 o'clock Eastern on SEC Network. Number 16, Ole Miss at number 22, Missouri. And the early opening line here has Missouri as a slight home favorite. We're seeing them as about a 1-point home favorite. Now, once again, I'm doing the Friday night lines. These lines will move around by Saturday a little bit, but that's pretty much in the range we're looking at here. And on the surface, Ole Miss is the better team. But they're coming off a tough game against Texas A&M. In fact, I gave you a free play winner Wednesday right here on Wager Talk TV, and I also posted it on my actual page at wagertalk.com on the under in that Texas A&M game, and it easily went under the total by double digits. 141, it landed 125. Two of the best defensive teams in the country. Texas A&M and Ole Miss played a low-scoring game as expected, but it was another tight game. In fact, Ole Miss led the majority of that game and came up short by a point. 1-point loss, also lost in overtime by 3 against arch rival Mississippi State last Saturday. So while it looks like they're in bounce-back mode off back-to-back losses, it's a difficult scheduling spot having to travel here on the quick turnaround after that narrow back-to-back losses over the last week. And I actually think Missouri, although a little bit weaker team defensively, is the better offensive team in this game. And they're also in a very focused spot. They had their 4-game win streak snapped with a loss at Texas on Tuesday. And once again, better defense, Ole Miss, better offense, Missouri. And I think it could be a little bit more of a difficult scheduling spot for Ole Miss as well. I'll take the better offense at home in a basic straight-up win situation. And something else I'll point out is that Ole Miss's weakness on defense is they give up a lot of three-point shots. And Missouri's a pretty good three-point shooting team. In fact, they're 33rd or 42nd in the nation, hitting 37%. They're also the second highest free throw rate team. They get to the line almost 50% of their points. That's always good for home teams that usually get the benefit of some calls. I think this is a good matchup for Missouri as a short home favorite. Take a look at them at 6 Eastern on the SEC Network. All right, your next high-profile game is on ESPN2 at 6:30 Eastern, and that's number 7, Houston at number 12, Kansas. Early look-ahead line Friday night is Kansas about a 1-point favorite, so Houston looks like they might be a slight dog, and boy, whenever we can get Houston as a dog, that definitely makes my short list. The number 1 ranked defense once again. It seems like they are every year. Calvin Sampson always plays hard-nosed, half-court, slow-down basketball, and the tempo could come into play here. Now, Kansas is a slower-paced team than they've been in years past. They're about 150. They're really middle of the pack this year, but they still prefer up-tempo when they can, and obviously Houston is very slow. They're one of the 5 slowest teams in the country out of 364 teams, and that number 1 ranked defense. However, don't sleep on the Kansas defense. They're actually top 10 as well. In fact, I have them top 5 in my efficiency ratings right now on total defense as well. So these are 2 of the top 5 defensive teams in the country. Definitely would not argue with the under 129 in this game. And if it is a slower half-court defensive game, which I think it will be, that probably favors Houston as well, catching a point. So once again, would lean towards Houston as a dog and also the under 129 in this game. And neither team gets many points from the free throw line either, so that's always what you worry about with the low total, some garbage free throw points. But both of these teams right near the bottom of the nation as far as points coming from the charity stripe. Should be a tight game throughout. I like the under 129 in this one, and that probably correlates. Once again, low scoring probably correlates to Houston as well. All right, your final game is the biggest game this weekend. Top 6 matchup at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN. Number 6 Tennessee at number 1 Auburn. And these are two excellent teams battling it out in the SEC. If you look at the matchup, though, the one edge Auburn has in this game is they're a much better offensive team. However, Tennessee does qualify as a defensive dog. They're the third best efficiency defense in the country. Auburn is barely top 20. However, Auburn makes up for it with the best offense in the country by far. Tennessee is barely in the top 30 offensively. So once again, while Tennessee does qualify as a defensive dog, I think Auburn's offense is going to be the difference in this game, especially on their strong home court. Tennessee's been a weaker road team, and that's not a surprise because good defensive teams normally shoot better at home, struggle a little bit to score sometimes on the road. Look-ahead line here, or at least the early opening line right now at some books, is about 6.5 to 7.5. So we'll say Auburn -7. Totals around 141. I do think it could be a lower scoring game than expected because it's a high-profile playoff atmosphere. But once again, if you lean Auburn, that probably is a more up-tempo game, whereas Tennessee plays in around the 320 slowest teams in the country. So Tennessee under, Auburn over, probably somewhat correlated. I think of all those different options, Auburn -7 is probably the best way to approach this game. They're just a prolific, the best offensive team in the country. And although everyone thinks defense wins championships, maybe that's true. Offense wins regular season games, especially when at home. I think Auburn pulls ahead. Wouldn't be surprised that it's tight early on, but I think Auburn will pull ahead in the second half, -7. All right, hey, quick hitters, man. I got a lot of games, hundreds of games this Saturday to cover. I'm diving right in there for my clients. I'm going to find the strongest best bets in college hoops. Keep in mind, I'm very selective. Maybe 2 to 3 best bets per day, even with a really big card, because that is the edge you have as a full-time professional sports bettor, is that they have to put a number up. The sports books and odds makers put a number up on every game. You can pick your spots. Pass, pass, pass. Boom, fire away. That's what we did last Saturday. I have 2 college basketball best bets last Saturday. Perfect 2-0 sweep. It works well. Selectivity pays off. I won over 133 units last year in 2024 in all sports. We more than doubled our bankroll in less than a year, and we're looking to do it again here in 2025. So we head into the weekend on over a 70% run this week on best bets. NFL playoffs, too, don't forget. I have best bets in both Sunday AFC and NFC championships. 5-0 in the playoffs, 29-12 in the NFL the last 2 months since early November, up over 60 units. Baseball starts in a few months. We won over 100 units last year in baseball. And, of course, your daily money maker now for the next several months is basketball, both college and pro hoops. Try 7 days of all sports for just $77 right now, this weekend only. No promo code needed on my page, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com. Or if you're ready to take that serious long-term investment approach, use promo code SM365 for an instant $811 discount on my 1-year all sports all access pass. That gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play. Once again, I'm very selective. 2 to 3 best bets on average, which means those additional plays, those additional last cuts, strong opinions are pretty powerful as well. I use them a lot here for free play videos, and I also post one on my page every day. So go check it out. The special offers, the strong best bets for this weekend, Saturday basketball, Sunday NFL playoffs, and also that bonus free play, that last cut that was just a bit outside. It's posted free for everybody. Don't have to memorize the promo codes. They're on there as well. And don't forget about that Odds Logic 7-day trial for the free odds. I'm using it right now as I do this video. And you also get real-time injuries and scores as well. oddslogic.com/SM for the 7-day trial. 7 days for $77. No promo code needed. That's on my page. Or the 1 year with the $811 discount, SM365. Check out all the special offers, the promos, and get that daily free play as well, along with my strong best bets. Right now, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com. Hey, get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Hey, I read the comments and I reply back. Comment below. What best bets do you like this Saturday in college hoops, especially in these high-profile top 25 games? Hey, maybe some under-the-radar small college conference games as well. I do read the comments. I reply back. Thumbs up, like. The more thumbs up likes, the more comments, the more free play basketball videos I will do every day of the week for the next several months during this season. Once again, the more likes, the more comments, the more videos I do, because I love the support here on Wager Talk TV. And once again, click subscribe and click that bell for an instant alert, so you know when this video and all the free play videos go up each and every day of the week here on Wager Talk TV. And on the way out, be sure to follow me on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L. At Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.